Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Superior products, professional auto detailing supplies, and car wash chemicals. Inline Tube, the professional restorer's #1 choice. Dragonfire Tools, quality affordable storage. And by Valvomax, your one-stop for fluid changes. Time now for the lowdown with Magic Creeper.
Hey there, Motorheads. We have told you about the Magic Creeper, and we've extolled its virtues throughout the season. If you're a professional racer, I'm going to get to you. Of course, you know, at home, there's tons of uses for the Magic Creeper. You can get under the sink in a jiff and do it a lot easier than you would otherwise. You can use it as a kneeling pad if you're gardening, if you're doing hardwood floors. And of course, if you work on your car in your garage, you can use the Magic Creeper to get underneath. And if you're working out in the yard, it's especially handy because the Magic Creeper moves over rocks and roots and things a regular creeper would not do. If you are a professional mechanic, the Magic Creeper comes in handy because you can triage cars and other vehicles out in the parking lot to see what the problem is, and if you want to bring it in right away. If you're out of lift space too, you can use the Magic Creeper, and it certainly comes in handy and helps out your back, makes it easier for you to get under the vehicle. If you are a racer, you're going to love the Magic Creeper. Take it with you to the pits because invariably, if you're racing a bracket car like this, you know that the pros are pitted somewhere in the nice paved area. They're living in the lap of luxury, and you are relegated to a grass area probably. If you're lucky enough to have a snap-together floor, that's great, but you can still use the creeper to get under your race car. And in most cases, you know, you'll be in the grass someplace. It can rain, so you might be in kind of a marshy area. You can use the Magic Creeper because it gets wet and it gets muddy, and you will not. Plus, you get the extra ground clearance you wouldn't get from a regular creeper, but you know, who cares? A regular creeper wouldn't work there anyway. If you are in the grass, of course, if you're in Seattle or someplace like that, you know you're in the forest and there's lots of tree roots everywhere. Sometimes you're even in the gravel. Well, that's nice because it's not muddy, but it's still hard to maneuver a regular creeper around, so the Magic Creeper is for you. So whether you are a homeowner, an amateur mechanic, a pro mechanic, or a racer, check out the Magic Creeper. You are going to want the authentic Magic Creeper. You can check it out at magiccreeper.com. Here at NHOU, Joe, you've got two signature products. Tell me what the difference is and how they work under my car.
So basically, same product. This one, which is our back in black, has a carbon tint. We had a lot of customers come in and said, hey Joe, this looks great, but gee, I know I'm getting the protection, but if you could improve the appearance while protecting the surface, boom, back in black. So the two will give you the same protection, and one will substantially improve the appearance of that surface.
Now we know people are very crafty, and you've got to believe that people have come up with other ways to use this stuff. Where are some other applications for this that you've learned?
Well, so it is engineered for that application, but honestly, any metal surface would be pretty close to that application. And we've found people that are having very good results using this in HVAC systems, not only on the metal surfaces, but the wires, because it's non-conductive. It is actually going to stop corrosion on the wires, and it helps a little bit with mice as well. We find it on boat trailers. They'll do the rear end of the vehicle, especially, that's always going into the water. It is a great agricultural use on farm equipment. It helps hay equipment, different types of lawnmowers or brush hogs.
And you touched on it, mice have been a problem, and you've developed a new product specifically to address that.
Yes, so that was from one of our great customers who came in and said, hey, listen, this is a big problem. One of the ways I solved it was with a menthol. I know that that is a deterrent, so what we did was we added menthol to our clear oil, and we also know that the oil is a deterrent. Because in my shop, when we spray vehicles, these mice, if they're in there, they're gone. And everyone had mice in our complex except us. And it was because they did not want to step on this oil. Well, you combine that with the smell, and we've added one thing else additional, which makes it smell like a cat urine, which is predatory. It's a very effective way to keep rodents out.
Well, you can keep the mice away, you can keep the rust away, and you can find out how at NHOUundercoating.com. Well, thanks for coming along for the ride with us here on Motorhead Garage. We hope you do it again next week as well. In the meantime, if you have something you'd like to see featured on the show, a product you want the world to see, email Jeff at masterstv.com. We'll get you here in the studio. From our entire crew here at Motorhead Garage, we will see you next time. So long.